Welcome once again to our few minutes together on the weekly Torah portion on the Parsha of the week. And this week, of course, we have the privilege of reading Parsha's Veyera, which introduces us to the unique attribute that belongs to Avraham Avinu, Abraham our father, known as Gemilas Chesed, doing kind deeds. The paradigm of the kind deeds is, of course, when Avraham, who is suffering from the after effects of the circumcision, which took place only a few days before, is sitting at the front of the tent in the heat of the day, and he lifts his eyes and he sees, V'hinei shlosha anashim nitzavim alav, and behold, there are three people who are standing by him. So the Torah tells us that when he saw the three people, Vayar, and he sees Vayorotz likrasam mipesach ha'oel, he runs to them from the door of the tent, and he says to them, please come in to the house. Yukach nomat mayim, v'sha'anu tachas ha'etz, take some water, wash your feet, and you'll rest beneath the tree. I'll go get some bread. The whole household gets involved. He has his wife who baking cakes, and he's going to bring 3 tongues with mustard and serve them delicacies, which some people refer to as angel food because it was offered to the malachim. Of course, he thought they were people, and he welcomed them, and he went to a tremendous amount of exertion in order to see to it that they would have all the comforts that they needed in order to feel welcomed into his home. When the Malachim tell Avraham their purpose, ultimately they reveal to him that they are angels, and one of them tells Sarah she's going to have a son, and they depart. And now there are only 2 Malachim left, and the 2 Malachim, the Torah tells us a little bit later, 2 of the Malachim come to Sodom in the evening. Lot Yoshev b'shar Sodom, and Lot is sitting at the gate of Sodom. Very similar to Avraham at the door of his tent. Lot is sitting at the gate of Sodom, and as soon as Lot sees them, it says Vayakam likrasam. He gets up to greet them, similar to Avraham. Okay, it doesn't say Vayorotz, but it does say Vayakam likrasam. He got up to greet them. And he tells them to Surun or El Beis Avdechem, please come to the house of your servant. And the Torah tells us eventually that Vayavohu El Beiso, they came to his house, Vayas lahem mishteh, and he made for them a big party, Umatzos ofa, they baked matzos, as Rashi comments, it was Pesach time, and Vayochelu, and they ate. There's very little difference between the tremendous exertion of Abraham's welcoming the 3 men, and Lot's welcoming the 2 angels that came to him. Yet the Torah emphasizes that Abraham is the Av Gemilas Chasadim. He's the father of all kind deeds. Lot is not getting the same play in the press, as they say. Lot, even though he was very welcoming, and obviously he learned it from the house of Avraham when he was with him, Lot doesn't get the same positive approach as if he is also a Av Gemilas Chasadim. In fact, Rashi comments, and he quotes the Medrash, that they wanted to refuse, and they did refuse him, and he had to urge them. Urging them would seem to be even a greater thing. Please, 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 I want you so badly to come in. I want to fulfill the mitzvah. But Lot does not get the same coverage. Why is that? So Reb Levi Yitzchak of Berdichev, in his own inimitable fashion, says, take a look carefully at the psukim. By Avraham Avinu it says, V'hinei shlosha anashim nitzavim alav. Behold, there were 3 men standing by him. And he runs to them, even though they come to him in the guise of men, and not ordinary men, it should be mentioned. We should know that Avraham was concerned they may even be idol worshippers, which is why he asks them first to wash their feet. But it didn't matter. It didn't matter to him. He was going to welcome them, do everything he can to make them feel comfortable. It's true, if they refused to wash their feet, he might not have let them in the house. As Reb Ruvain Feinstein points out, he would have served them anyway under the tree, because you don't bring that kind of stuff into your house. Nevertheless, he would have been equally polite and pleasant to them. So Avraham welcomed human beings. But when it came to Lot, when he went up to greet them and he urged them to come to his house, the pasuk says, "Vayava'u shnei hamalachim." They came in the guise of angels. And when Lot sees angels, oh, important guests, high-level people, these I will welcome into my home. Reb Levi Yitzchok Mibaditchev in his fashion tells us, real chesed, honest to goodness chesed, and Avram's being the Av Gemilas Chasadim, is to all mankind, to everyone. We don't only have guests in our home who we are proud to have because of their social stature, or because of their economic prowess, or because of their position in some other way. But we welcome all. We extend our chesed to all people. Avram is known as the Av Gemilas Chasadim because he taught us that if you really want to do chesed, it doesn't depend on what the other person's position is. It really depends on what you're willing to do to be a member of Avraham's Finu, of Avraham's family, which is someone who is Rachmanim, Baishanim, Gomlei Chasadim, people who have mercy, people who have a bit of shame, and people who do kind deeds for others. That is the Av Gemilas Chasadim. So Lot didn't cut it because by him it was only to the most honorable people, while to Avraham it was to all mankind. What a powerful father we have to look up to and to learn from. The Av Gemilas Chasadim, Avraham Avinu. Have a wonderful Shabbos.